Right. Hi everyone, this is an ultra fast video for what to grab in the supermarket if there's an absolute super duper pending issue. So it could be EMP, solar flare, economic collapse, Gus Yellowstone going off, all this nonsense with literally, what is it, the eclipse in America. It's nothing's going to happen. Anyway, so first things, you get to the supermarket. So there used to be a program in the UK called Supermarket Sweep where you grab a trolley and you'd literally leg it around with a trolley, grabbing the bits and pieces to win prizes. So I sort of thought of it slightly in this way, but this is key things. So water, food, shelter, meds, sanitary, travel. So first off, water. So bleach, go grab some bleach. Grab some bottles. So things just to store water in if possible. Entrapment methods as well, so get things like bin bags which you can then go on to, you can capture rainwater in it, and there you go, level of purifying that will be very minimal then as well. Right, food, so flying straight into the food aisles, long life food, so get rice, beans, sort of pasta, so you're looking at very long life, so you can throw that away and well, you can throw it straight in and you can use it over a longer time. Then grab tins, so grab sort of meat, sort of fruit and veg. So general mix of what you might eat, especially things like the meat, which can then sort of go with the pasta and the beans and the rice and everything, so that it makes a meal. So you're not just sat there eating just plain rice, contemplating shooting yourself. You can't in the UK. Sort of powdered milk, so that you can at least then sort of put out with your tea and your coffee, UHT milk as well if you can. Tea, coffee, just saying same with normal drinks. Sugar, because sugar lasts forever as well, and the same with honey, and then you pop that with other things to enhance the flavours. Flour and yeast. So then there you go. You can start. You can bake some bread. So while everyone else is there, 3 days in, no loads of bread, you can carry on cooking your bread and feeling quite nice and happy with yourself. Get some cooking mine in at the moment as well. Right, then cooking oil. So there you go, needed for the bread, etc. Cooking meats, whatever. Vinegar, good for cleaning, etc., etc. Same with liquor and drinking, bartering, etc. Vitamins to complement your food, especially if you're managed when you pick up rice and sort of long term. So you can keep your effectively keep your body going sort of normally. So at least if you're just eating rice and just generally just carbs, you can pump some vitamins into it. Try and grab food with seeds. So obviously things like apples and stuff are going to take forever to grow. Think sort of watermelons, pumpkins, tomatoes. Grab a load of tomatoes. There you go. Eat round and get the seeds out. Start plant the seeds out, and guarantee they will actually grow as well. Well, the ones I've tried before have. So yeah, potatoes again. There you go. Don't actually eat them, as tempted as it might be. Start growing them. So literally, if you think leave them for a few weeks in the dark to start growing, and each root that comes off that is effectively the islet, and then you can chop them up. So you got one rooted section each, and there you go. You can get many potatoes then off of one, and you can grow an absolute shed load. Same with onions. You can cut the whole, generally most of the bottom of an onion off. Same with like garlic and stuff. Just grow one clove, and there you go. You can then grow another onion, and you can keep growing things, so that instantly you're then growing extra food. Same with carrots. You can chop the tops off, and you can get them growing. I think rooting compound probably would help there. I tried it, and it did start growing, and then it sort of died off. Well, that might have just been my laziness of leaving it. Dried fruits, because again, they last a very long time, so they would be uber duper helpful in extra vitamins and stuff like that longer term. And then obviously you've got the tin stuff on top. Right, so then shelter. So if you know you need clothing, etc., try and grab some of that sort of stuff, especially if it's a very long term situation. Candles, matches, lighters, sort of cooking appliances, so that you can continue cooking. And so you've got light in the dark, sort of matches and fire lighters and stuff to actually light your fires. Otherwise, good luck. Medicines, if you can, go grab as many prescription things you can, sort of over the counter. In store, no, in the UK, you can only put through 2 sets of paracetamol at once. So, if you need to, literally do God knows how many transactions. If it's really down to that point, just keep sticking it through the tills. It's a couple of items at a time. Just doing that, you know. And there you go. Sanitary toilet roll. Try and get as much toilet roll as you can, and make sure you ration it. Bleach, bin bags, which will, you know, you need to carry your human waste. You can't have it where you live, otherwise you're going to get ill, and you can't use your toilet if the water's not working, because water is pumped everywhere electronically. So you're going to need to get rid of that. So you can't use toilet. Antibac gel, soap, toothbrushes, toothpaste, and wet wipes. Wet wipes, I think, be ultimately. I think wet wipes would be absolutely amazing, because I think you can use 2-3 wet wipes, and you can generally clean sort of most of your body off as you need to. So that is always super duper helpful. And then just on to travel. So if you are trying to get somewhere else, make sure you, as soon as you can, fill up your car. Buy a load of, if you can, buy some canisters in the petrol station that you're at. Fill them up. Usually you're only meant to fill up 2 sort of per car. So if you need to, buy a load, fill them up, then fill some more up, and some more. Yeah, go from supermarket to one after the other if you need to. Yeah, ignore the SQL Server bit at the bottom there. That's just me currently training. So there we go. So at the moment, I still believe we're going to have a economic collapse first, probably a North Korean war at this rate as well, to completely throw everyone off the sense of what's going to happen. And then when it does happen, there's not going to be any communication around to be able to actually understand why the whole world is flooded. So yeah, so bear that in mind, and if you know things are, if you can see them, they're going to absolute rat piddle, and you haven't checked, then literally just walk into a supermarket very casually and just load up as much rice as you can. Rice and sort of bleach and toilet roll. I'd probably say the main 3 I would get, because at least then you've got something to eat. With bleach, you've got something then to sort of purify water. Out of toilet roll, you can then wipe your backside. So that is the 3 keys to me. Right. Please leave your comments. I know I've not done a video in a while. Hopefully I'll get back on some more now. So yeah, thanks.